meditated with it to receive visions, claiming its energy opened a path between Earth's air and heaven's breath. Modern metaphysical circles call it the stone of transformation, said to accelerate spiritual awakening by amplifying frequencies of air, the element of thought, freedom, and motion. Moldavite doesn't simply control the wind, it is wind, a memory of the universe exhaled through space, condensed into glass, and left behind for us to find. Holding it feels like holding movement itself, chaotic, luminous, alive. If this story of a gem born from starlight surprised you, leave a comment below. Do you believe the universe still breathes through the stones it leaves behind? And as this journey through the top 10 stones that control the wind comes to a close, share this episode in gemstone communities on Facebook or Reddit and ask your fellow collectors, in 2026, could a stone forged by the collision of worlds, a gem that carries both wind and fire, surpass diamond, not in brilliance, but in destiny? Because Moldavite reminds us, the wind that shaped the cosmos never truly stopped. It simply changed form, waiting in a small green stone for us to listen again. And that brings us to the end of our journey through the top 10 stones that control the wind. A story that spans continents, storms, and even the edge of space itself. From Celestite's whispering sky caves to Moldavite's fiery birth in a cosmic collision, every stone we explored tonight revealed something larger than itself. A reminder that even the strongest forces in nature can be touched if only we learn how to listen. If this video inspired you or made you look at gemstones in a completely new way, your support truly matters. Leave a like. It helps these stories reach others who believe that the earth still hides secrets worth uncovering. And if this is your first time visiting Gemstone Kingdom, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. It's the simplest way to join this journey and help us continue creating documentaries that bridge myth and science. In the next episode, we'll journey into even stranger territory, exploring the top 10 sacred stones believed to hold time itself, from crystals that seem to age backward to minerals once used in ancient calendars. The next chapter may redefine how we see eternity locked inside stone. Thank you for staying until the end. Your presence here keeps this channel alive. Every like, every comment, every shared story fuels the next adventure. Until then, keep your curiosity alive, keep your spirit open, and I'll see you in the next episode of Gemstone Kingdom, where every stone tells a story and every story holds a secret.
Tired of the same old rocks in your backyard? You might be sitting on a treasure trove. The rocks in your backyard could be worth more than you think. Across the United States, field surveys, environmental studies, and academic excavations have uncovered gemstones in unexpected locations. Suburban lots, abandoned orchards, and road cuts not far from home. This video features 10 real mineral specimens, each verified by geologists or research institutions and documented in backyard accessible terrain. Some are durable, some are chemically unstable, others appear ordinary until tested. None of these stones is mythical, none require mining permits, but each one tells a story of temperature, pressure, and time. And each has already been found by someone who wasn't looking for it. Join us as we identify the overlooked gemstones hiding in plain sight and explain how they form, where they appear, and what to look for next. Rank 10, fluorite, the backyard crystal hidden beneath Midwest soil. About 20 minutes southwest of Bloomington, Indiana, a strip of unused land borders what was once a modest limestone quarry, decommissioned in the 1950s. In early spring, after a rainstorm loosened the upper soil, a local collector discovered a small crystal embedded in the clay. Its edges were sharply defined, forming a nearly perfect octahedron. At first glance, the stone was unimpressive, pale purple, dusty, half covered in silt. But its geometric structure and softness immediately suggested fluorite. Fluorite, or calcium fluoride, CaF2, typically forms in regions affected by low-temperature hydrothermal activity. In southern Indiana, these deposits are associated with ancient fault systems that once channeled mineral-rich fluids through the Mississippian limestone. The area isn't considered a fluorite mining district, and most samples are found incidentally, not through commercial exploration, but by careful observation of eroded sedimentary layers. Extraction here doesn't involve machinery. Hobbyist diggers rely on chisels, small hammers, and nylon brushes. Fluorite is notoriously fragile, cleaving along 4 directions with little resistance. Mishandling during excavation can instantly reduce a specimen to shards. The best finds come from weathered shale zones, where movement and time have freed crystals from their host rock without crushing them. Colors vary. In Indiana, fluorite appears in muted tones: purplish gray, bluish green, sometimes with faint banding caused by trace elements such as manganese, yttrium, or rare earths. Under shortwave UV, some samples fluoresce a faint bluish purple, indicating natural formation and lack of artificial treatment. The specific sample collected here was brought to a mineralogy lab at Purdue University. X-ray diffraction confirmed its identity, and elemental analysis ruled out the possibility of commercial sourcing. It showed no signs of dyeing, heating, or synthetic enhancement. In terms of gemology, the piece was moderately clear, but not flawless. It could be cut into a small cabochon. At local gem shows, a polished piece like this might sell for $30 to $80, depending on the finish and depth of color. Still, most backyard fluorite doesn't enter the gem market. It ends up in drawers, classroom kits, or research collections. In this case, the collector donated the specimen to the university's geology department. It now sits in a clear vial with a printed label displaying the date, coordinates, depth, and surrounding matrix type. It wasn't sold, it wasn't shown, but it was preserved. Backyard fluorite isn't rare in a global sense. Still, finding it uncut, untouched, and scientifically validated, just a few feet beneath familiar ground, reframes how we view the mineral world, not as treasure, but as evidence of time, pressure, and the Earth's quiet memory. While fluorite requires controlled excavation,